right? And Saturdays, most people, what do you think most people are doing right now?
Sleep.
Relaxing, whatever. Right? Probably had a long night last night and they're still chilling. Right? So when most people are chilling and relaxing, you want to use that to take an advantage, right? Because last I checked, I don't think anyone in here wants to live an average life. So your goal then is essentially you find what average people do and do nothing like that, right? So since most people use Saturday and Sunday as a day where they essentially hit pause on their life, that's the day I don't do that. Because if I keep doing that, then eventually I won't have to hit pause on anything. I can treat my Tuesday like a Saturday. I can treat my Wednesday like a Saturday, right? And I was watching this video with, anybody know who Muhammad Ali is?
Yeah.
No.
Better know, right? So they break Muhammad Ali.
He can beat me, though.
Like a bee, right? So, he's arguably the greatest boxer of all time. And I remember there was a clip of him working out, right? He was getting ready for this fight, and they were recording him. He's there just banging out sit-ups. It's just keep going, keep going, keep going. And the reporter was there just watching, right? And after he was done, they went up to him and was like, how many sit-ups did you do? He was like 35. And the reporter watched him do like over 200 sit-ups. He's like 35. I was like, no, I didn't count everything, but I know for sure that wasn't 35. He's like, so how did you come up with the number 35? He's like, well, I start counting when it starts hurting. Right? He was like, everything else that I did up to that point when it started hurting, everybody else can do. Every boxer can do that. Everybody that wants to be good can do that. Every major athlete can do that. So I start counting when it starts hurting because that's when it matters the most. That's when I get to separate myself from everyone. Right? In our office, back when I was in the field, we used to call it Separation Saturdays. Because it's Saturdays when you separate yourself from the competition. So if everyone's working 5 days a week and I put 6 days in, I'm already getting myself ahead. And if you put 7 days in, you're getting yourself even further ahead. So that Muhammad Ali analogy for me it just makes sense. Right? It's easy to be excited on a Monday, right? You just had some good sleep and whatever, you came in, you're excited, or the day after Christmas. But can you keep that same level of excitement as the week progresses? Can you keep that same level of excitement? Maybe things didn't go your way that week. Maybe exactly how you planned your week on a Sunday, it didn't turn out that way, but can you still be excited on Saturday? And I think there's very few people that can do that, and those few people, right, are the people that we want to be like. Those are the people that we want to say, I want to live the life they live. But because they put all that down, all that deposit down when nobody was looking, all these Saturdays when people were sleeping, they came into work and did everything they needed to do. They worked on their craft when an average person was just chilling, and that's what put them in that unique category where everybody's like, I wouldn't mind trading places with them. Right? And I think that's the mentality we have to have on a Saturday. Don't just come in on a Saturday just to be here. Don't be here just to be here. Right? Don't confuse activity for productivity. Just because you're here doesn't mean you're doing something. So if you're here, make it count. If you're going to put on your suit on a Saturday and come into work, make sure you actually work. Make sure you actually make some progression. And if you do that over the course of the next few months, you find yourself in a very different predicament than you've had in the past, right? And what do we set to break?
First to feel, first to make money.
First to the field?
First to make money! Let's go!